Hey everyone, it's your buddy Crypto Profit back with another video, and today we're going to be talking about SKL or SKALE. So SKALE is a coin that we've talked about in the past quite a bit, and we kind of took a little delay from talking about it because nothing really happened in the last couple of weeks, nothing substantial, and I didn't know if I wanted to keep talking about it because I didn't know if it was a coin that I truly believed had a long-term potential behind it. I will say today, guys, I looked back into it, and I will say I do still believe in SKALE. It's a very, very, smaller, hidden version of Polygon, and I'm going to talk more about why SKALE is really such a good buy still in just a second. We have a Reddit post I want to take a look at that talks deep into detail on SKALE and kind of shills the coin to somebody that's asking for it. So we'll talk about that here in just a second, as well as some big information on SKALE, and then we'll do price predictions for May, June, and 2021. So if you guys don't know, SKALE is an Ethereum token that powers the SKALE network, which describes itself as an Ethereum-compatible network with leaderless consensus designed to really run on uncapped number of independent nodes. Nodes on the SKALE network provide resources to multiple decentralized elastic blockchains. The SKL token grants a right to participate in a network validator, stake as a delegator, and or access the network resources as a developer. So we see a 61.52% increase in the last 24 hours. So a massive, massive rise from about 38 cents. We actually went all the way up to 51.84. Now back down to about 50 cents. So it's crazy to see SKALE do this well, and it's because a lot of people are trying to get on board early. They understand what SKALE is doing, and they understand what coins with this kind of capabilities end up going and doing. So let's take a quick look at the first thing we're going to look at is SKALE network grows token holders by 50x to over 1 million in just over 4 weeks following spike in interest and usage of Ethereum, NFTs, and Bitcoin. So SKALE network grows token holders by 50x. I don't think everyone understands how big that is. That is a massive, massive increase. And they talk more about this, obviously, in their blog post on skale.network. If you want to learn more about that, definitely take a look. But the big thing I want to take a look at today is actually a Reddit post. It was 1 hour ago, posted by Sha Mu. So great job, Sha, for doing a great job of explaining. And I thought this would be a great thing to really add for you guys looking for information on whether you should buy SKALE, or maybe you're interested in SKALE and you don't know if you want to buy it or not, or you want to just learn more about it. So if you are in tune to crypto enough to feel really comfortable betting all in on hopeful winners, then you'd be gambling by not diversifying. You should probably have holdings in both SKALE and Matic. Matic, however, has the advantage of being an older solution on the market that has actual utilization and proven value for developers. If you guys don't know, Matic is Polygon. SKALE has only freshly entered the market with a more secure and customizable solution, but it has really hadn't had the opportunity to prove itself yet because it hasn't even announced any notable usage of its network by any app or developer. So that's the big thing. So it's kind of a shot in the dark because we don't have any huge announcements or really notable usage. And that's why I kind of shied away from continuing to talk about SKALE. I do think I will be coming back online to talk more about SKALE now, though. Like I said, it's got a big increase of people starting to use it and talk about it. So I do want to talk more about it. The general idea, though, is that SKALE is much higher risk, but with more potential upside. Matic is less risk and has much more obvious short-term interest in potential. It has already also had a huge spike, though, so it is difficult to know if it's peaked or not. And they're talking about Matic here at Polygon. Polygon's really peaked a couple times now. We don't know if it's done peaking or it'll continue to make a higher peak. But the reality is, whatever partner you choose, here's what it says. The reality is that whichever partner to scaling Ethereum wins out from the competition has a lot more room for growth. Any of these layer 2 projects have potential to go 10x or 100x or even more over the next few years, but absolutely not at all of them, or even then a couple of them probably will. So do pick wisely because, not SKALE and Matic will probably both go huge. Just one will probably go parabolic while the other one continues to do just well. Do remember, guys, there's not always going to be one for sure winner. Two coins can live, beside themselves. This is the same thing with XRP and Stellar Lumens. SKALE can live, right beside Polygon at the same time. You don't need one or the other. It can actually be both. But SKALE is presenting itself as the most flexible solution with their DApp specific chains, more secure with their fully decentralized blockchain for all their transactions that are on the Ethereum network, node rotation, etc., and most affordable with no gas fees for individual transactions or congestions issues. So if they can actually produce the performance and the security they are claiming, then they are a pretty attractive solution over their competition. But again, we will still have yet to see any implementation on their network, which makes it kind of a riskier move than just buying Polygon. Though it takes time for those partnerships to happen and for development to really complete or compete on their network. So most of us are patiently waiting for that to happen while we hold, because we expect that once those announcements start to be made, it'll be too late to buy this low. So this is a great understanding of what's really taking place. He kind of sounds like he believes, Polygon or Scale, one of them will do well, so buy both. I think they can both do well. They can both, kind of do what XRP and, Stellar Lumens are doing, where XRP is doing better, but, Stellar Lumens is not far behind. And I think that could be the case here. So we see Polygon do very well, but SKL continuing to do very well behind it. And I think, that's exactly what we'll see. And I think going forward, it's going to take, some big partnership announcements to really push Scale above their current threshold. I think, to continue on, we are going to need Scale to actually have some big partnership announcements coming out. We'll like I said, we'll keep you guys up to date on those as well. So if we see big partnerships coming up, I will definitely talk about them. I will definitely, make a video talking about Scale and how big potential increases are coming. Let's give it a quick refresh to see if we're at that 50 cent. We're at 48 cents now, still a 60% increase, still a massive increase. I think this is a lot of people trying to get in on Scale because they see Polygon making huge moves and they want to, invest in something that is very close and, really compatible, or not compatible, I'd say a competitor of Polygon's, because they understand that there's potential behind this layer 2 solution for Ethereum. But I do want to take a look at my Twitter. If you guys go into my Twitter in the description of the video, you can actually follow me on Twitter and then jump into this tweet and retweet it. If link is valued below $40 by the end of May, I will give someone who retweets and is following 50 links. So make sure to take advantage of that. I do want to give this 50 link away this month so that you guys can maybe less hurting on the crypto market crash. So we'll see if it's below 40 link. If it's not, I will definitely do another giveaway, give this 50 link away, because I do have it in a separate wallet address and it's ready to be sent. So jumping back though to the Scale price point, let's give it a quick refresh again. 48 cents still, about a 60% increase overall. We saw a nice increase in the last 24 hours. If we take a look though at the last month, about a 10% increase overall. This left side shows that it's around 51, 52 cents, and the right side only being at 48 cents. So we'll see what actually takes place in the next couple of weeks ahead. I think like I said, it's going to take Scale announcements to really push Scale to the next level, push it over $1. But I do think those are going to come. I mean, something this solid, I do see a lot of potential behind it. So I'm going to say, guys, by the end of May, I'm going to do my price predictions for May, June, and 2021. I also want to say, guys, if you haven't already, make sure to quickly subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and like the video. By the end of May, though, I do see Scale pushing closer to about 60 to 65 cents. That's a fairly solid push, but with Polygon doing so well, it does have potential to push to that 60-cent price point. Realistically, we could see it just stay and, sit around this 48-cent range or 45-cent range. To be honest, it could, decrease back down. So I do want to say 45 to 60 cents is going to be the price range for Scale by the end of May. I know that's not what a lot of people want to hear, but we're only, 4 days away from the end of the month, so not much movement going to happen in the next 4 days. We'll have to see which way the market's moving first to give you guys true predictions on 4 days, 4 days ahead. But by the end of June, I do suspect the market will be back up. Not fully recovered, but very, very close. I think Scale will actually maybe push for a new all-time high. Its previous all-time high was down right around that $1.22. So it won't really, in my opinion, get to that $1.22, but I could see it easily getting past $1 yet again, which would be very, very good for a lot of Scale users, because obviously we're at 48 cents now, so it'd be about a 2x. So we'll see if Scale gets to $1 by the end of June. We'll continue to keep you guys updated. If, like I said, if there's no big news, there's not much to talk about on Scale, unfortunately, because they haven't given us anything big, and that's why I haven't done a video recently, and that's kind of why I was starting to get a little bearish on Scale. But recently I've come back and I thought, we are bullish, and it's great to actually make a video when we're up 60%, but during the bear market, I wasn't about to, talk about Scale because there's, like I said, no big announcements talking about it. So I do want to say, guys, by the end of 2021, I do expect Scale to really get some new partnerships, new announcements. And with that, I do think we are going to see some great prices. And I think it could be very, very possible to see Scale around $4 to $5 by the end of the year or the end of the bull run. So we'll see if that takes place. It definitely depends, like I said, on Scale completely on their partnerships and announcements that they announce. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure to quickly subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and like the video. I'll see you guys all in the next one.